let's just fix this one on. Wait. I can move my chair a bit. There we go. Right. All right, so we're live. Let's just make sure I'm actually live. I don't want to be saying that. I see my friend Tony's live. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm live. There we go. That's me. Let's spam it as I do. Oh dear. Oh, I can hear myself. That's not good. Bam. Put that on there. Facebook. Let's change that one. Gotta look very ghostly, don't I? Very white today. Why do I look so pale? No, more pale. Let's not make myself unnecessarily pale. Live, jump on and say hello. Love. Hey Ace, how's it going? I'm going good, thanks. How are you? G'day, Scott. You won't pester me, but I'm sure you might have somebody that will pester on your behalf. But that's okay. I will get around to Ozcam one day. Oh, that's good that you're going well, Ace. How's the car update? What's the latest with that? Did you go to the police about that? Oh, have you finished all of your Indians? Ah, good. Good that you reported it. Good day, Mike. Oh no. Has Scott put you up to asking about Ozcam? Jesus. Anything goes with him. There's no boundaries. Scott's watching at work. Insurance told me I have to wait 14 days before anything can be done. Oh, what? 14 days? That's rubbish. What the hell? Oh, well, hopefully you get it sorted. Okay, yeah. Keep, you're gonna have to find something to work on until more Indians, sorry, come in. Apaches. All right, sorry, I'm just spamming as I do, and then we can get stuck into it properly. I'm looking and Discord. In Discord. Oh, I feel incredibly tired today. What the hell? That's all. Cool. When's the next live of the Panzer Aces? That's a great question, Ace. I was thinking maybe next week, because that'll probably be the last one for a few months, probably maybe until February, potentially. I don't know how long I'm going to have off when new Bub is here. Let me just turn this up a bit more, make it a bit better. There. Yeah, I'm not sure how long I'm going to have off until new Bub is here. So as it stands, the next one will be the last one for a few months. It won't be too long because obviously it's a perk, but I will give myself a short break. So I won't be doing lives and that for a few months. Maybe the occasional random one for half an hour or something, but I won't make that a Panzer Ace stream. Maybe over Christmas, perhaps, when there's a lot of free time. But we'll see. We'll see on that front. But there will be one more Panzer Ace stream coming. I think it will be next week, if you guys are up for it, of course. We'll have to draw lots to see who goes on. I know there's a lot of you guys. I'm gonna have to make another tier, Mike. But I don't want to charge too much. That's the problem. We'll have to think about it because there's going to be too many. I won't be able to do all of these live streams. Yeah, it's getting crazy. It's getting popular. It's awesome. Hi, Jane. Thanks for joining. Good to see somebody keeping an eye on Mike. That's good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's my thinking too. Little one requires priority, and I'll try and give my wife a bit of a break where I can. I'm pretty useless at that most of the time, but we'll see how I go. G'day, Oscar. How's it going, mate? Oh, you're not working your night shift anymore, so you've joined us for this one. Yep, Mikey, you're in trouble, mate. I expected better from you. How did the Saints do? Like, was it yesterday you went to Saints game? Oh, you can see my laptop in this shot. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm going to see it again in a minute anyway. This is the best bit. Yeah, Mike was just saying that you won't be able to join the live stream. He was saying that we're going to have to draw lots, but what he means by that is he's going to join and no one else is. And we're going to talk all things paras. That's going to make for a good stream, actually. Where are the jammies, Chris? Oh, I've got my shorts on, mate, if that's what you're referring to. Well, they've got a massive hole in them, so I'll try not to show them on screen. Is that a Matilda I spy on the desk? Well, I can tell you haven't been watching my latest video, Scott, because it is a Matilda. It's a 172 scale Matilda, and I'm going to be painted up in an Aussie um, scheme, if that makes. I'm not really sure it differs much, but yeah, Australian Matilda I'm going to go with. Saints lost 2-0 up the Saints. Yeah, the Foxes lost 2-0 as well, so we're both in the defeatist club there. I did it alone when my little one came around, so I'm sure any help would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, I can only imagine how difficult that must have been being a single or doing it on your own, Ace. That must have been bloody hard. Um, but yeah, credit to you for that, Jesus. Yeah, the Arnhem what ifs, that's the way to do it, Mike, I reckon. Sounds like a cracking stream. Well, we all got to see Mikey behind the scenes last time, so hopefully people will be able to see him next time. The mysterious Mikey. Good day, Ian. Thanks for joining, mate. Good to see you on. If I haven't already said that. Oh yeah, you're delayed today, mate. This is late for you. You're normally pestering me 20 minutes beforehand. Shame on the scale, but glad for the Australian scheme. Yes, yes. I'm going to be painted up. It's got a CS gun. The only problem with the Tabletop Workshop Matilda is they don't give you the frog option, which is a real shame because the kit's really nice. Would be really good to have a frog option, but there we go. It doesn't matter. Still a really lovely kit. I'll be on the next one. Good man. That's what we like to hear. Actually, I need to check. Yes, it's downloaded. Excellent, excellent. Good old daylight savings from my point. You're on an hour earlier than normal. Oh God. What time does that make it for you then, Ian? There we go. Let's put this one up. Talked to the US guy yesterday. He's sending the British snaps through GB, so they'll arrive next week, hopefully. Then it's snaps painting time. How long have you given yourself to paint them, Oscar? 7:30 a.m. Jesus. And yet midnight for you, Scott. Bloody hell. But you're at work, he said. So what the hell? Why are you working so late, mate? Yeah, 7:30 a.m. God, you are dedicated, Ian. I'll give you that, mate. Maybe I should do a video just for you. And I think I know which you would like. The French paras in the in Vietnam, if I'm not mistaken, or Indochina, I should say. For your dedication. Yeah, I haven't checked them. I haven't really looked at them. I've only briefly looked at them, but I will. I'll look at those Empress figures. Perhaps I will do a little something because they do sound good. 10 days, 1 day assemble and undercoating in 10 days painting. Oh man, good luck. Good luck. Um, I just hope you haven't cut yourself short, but I'm sure you'll smash them out. Has anyone heard anything about the Italy book for Flames of War? If they have, I'd love to know, but I don't think so. I think it's all about early war next, if I'm not mistaken, or they're doing the Checkpoint Charlie at the minute, then early war, and God knows what they'll do after that. But yeah, definitely nothing on the Italy front from me. Although there are some ranges in 20 mil. No, no, I'm happy to pay 28 mil. 20 mil was my sweet spot, though. As you probably can tell by a lot of the content's been putting out. But Empress Miniatures makes some fantastic miniatures. So yeah, happy to paint those as well. Have some days off from work to have some full days of painting coming away. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. You've got a plan then. That's what we like to hear. Damn, I have more Shermans to convert up. Yeah. To be honest, I haven't even heard any rumblings of an Italy book. Um, yeah, I haven't heard anything at all. Good day, Rob. Thanks for joining, mate. How are you? So we got the early release vote on Patreon, and that came out to be the 20 mil Stug and the British Napoleonic. So I'll put those up this week, the next two for early release for members. But there will be another video that comes up before then. All right, maybe two. Yes, maybe two. Um, I'm great assembling miniatures right now. What miniatures are you assembling? You can't leave us hanging like that. We need to know. The vote was rigged. Yeah. Uh, we'll keep a journal in the Discord so you can also hear how insane I am. Again, yeah, you're always insane, mate. I love it. Stug, yay. Mike, it won't be as nice as your Stug, that's for sure. The vote is always rigged. Ah, yes, it is. I would like to see some Civil War era or Rev War minis in the future. I'm not sure what Rev War is, but Civil War is coming, although I will completely stuff that one up. Um, I painted what I thought was a Confederate in a Union uniform. So apparently that did happen from what you guys have told me in the past. The unions did switch sides and stick with their officers' uniform or their uniform. So we can make it work, but it was a bit of a dull sort of moment. K-47 and some undead for silver bayonet. Oh, lovely. Sounds like good fun. Some of those K-47 stuff actually look really nice. So that's pretty cool. I've got a few spews here. I need to get onto them actually, to be fair. It is a, oh God, Benny Violent Dictatorship. Ben Evoliant. I have no idea. I've never, ever, ever heard of that. Um, Revolutionary War. Okay. Oh, Rev War. Okay, yes. I've done stuff on the Revolutionary War, haven't I? Isn't that just the hunt? No. Uh, what? Isn't that just the American War of Independence, or is that something completely different? Because I've done the American War of Independence. I've got a few videos on that, but it's the epic scales. Just pester him for a few months and he eventually gives in normally. Oscar, you're not meant to give it away. Stop telling everyone to pester me. I still can't work out what that is. Aislinn. Beniv Olent? I have no idea. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Here we go. This is embarrassing, but I'm gonna need to do it. Um, Google pronunciations. Let's have a look. Here we go. This is embarrassing. I'm gonna need to do it. Oh no. What? Benevolent. Thank you. Thank you. My wife came and told me Ace, so benevolent. That sounds good. All right, we'll go with that one. No, you spelt it right. Ah, there we go. Benevolent. There we go. Rob's done it for me as well. See, I have no idea. It's rather embarrassing, but there we go. Doesn't matter. The mystery speaker beyond the wall told me what the correct saying is. She also likes to do my spelling and grammar checks for not my posts, but when I send off emails. So um, yeah, let's just leave it at that. English is a hard language. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I blame growing up in Leicester. All right, let's just leave it at that. Let's move on from this. This is rather embarrassing now, isn't it? How can I be taken seriously? I'll just keep to painting. Um, Wife to the rescue. You got it. That's yeah. That's half the reason why I married her. She gets me out of a lot of these sticky situations. I could hear her marching up from down the corridor, coming to my rescue. Because I typed in Google pronunciations and it came up with how to pronounce Google. So thank God she came to my rescue. Oh, and you've got a Danielle as well. Jane's the same. Cool. Yeah. You need them, mate. You need them. Would love to see what you do with a stool trooping. Stool trooping, I'll say is how you pronounce it. You guys are really testing me today, aren't you? Um, At least it's not a Scouse dialect. Yes, I know. That's I don't know. Scouse is a little bit easier to understand than Scottish, like a full-blown Scotsman that's from like the north of Scotland. It can be very tricky to decipher what they're saying. Stormtrooping. Okay, I was pretty much spot on with that one. I'm going to give that a tick for me. But let's try and leave these difficult words for me to the side. Let's just keep it to like you know World War Two and World War One, and try not to go past like Churchill or something. Something that's nice and easy to pronounce. Um, but what is the Stormtrooping from? What particular era? All right, I know Shogun. I can pronounce that. It's really tempting me today. That's only because you watched that TV show, as you shown me in the Discord. Um, Although it did look like a Westerner on the front cover, if I'm not mistaken, and some sort of sailing ship. Oh, it's for a big German. Hey, James is in the channel. Good day, James. Thanks for joining. Just want to jump in real fast. You are an absolute legend, mate. James and I have been talking offline about potentially doing a stream together at some point, so we'll try and get that done. Ah, thanks. James comes to the rescue as well with the heavy weapon infantry. If you haven't seen James's K-47 video, definitely go check it out. I will admit I haven't seen it yet, but I do believe he posted one on there. Was it a short? Um, Let me just make sure I'm giving correct information there. But regardless, his work is fantastic. His shorts and videos, but his shorts are just great. The Vietnam War diorama was insane, by the way. I haven't commented on the video, but I did watch it. Absolutely loved what you did with that. I was tempted by that box set, but I'd like to see what you do with the Pegasus Bridge box set if you can get your hands on one of those, because I think it would make a superb diorama of that. That'd be great to see. Your actual videos still produce a lot, still do a lot better than mine. They're great. I love your camera work. It's so good. I'm fanboying here. I should probably take this offline. Um, After losing his ship in a violent storm, an English navigator finds himself in an endless web of complex politics and power play in Japan. It's bloody good stuff. All right, I'll check it out. I watched. What did I watch? I was on lates at work and I had a bit of spare time, a couple of days, and I started watching Mutiny on the Bounty. I think it was Anthony Hopkins played Captain Blythe. It was all right. Wasn't great, but it was all right. Wasn't quite what I was expecting. He plays a good captain, though. I'll give him that. Um, Yeah, Mel Gibson, a young Mel Gibson, a young Liam Neeson. There was some really well-known characters in there. Some more. I can't remember who else was in there. There's another couple of people that I recognize that were really, really young. Um, yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll talk about it, mate, for sure. Shogun the original is great. All right. All I think of is not 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 Shogun, but what's that one with uh what's his name now? The crazy Scientologist. Um Tom Cruise. That's the samurai one. I can't remember what that's called now. Last Samurai, that's the one. Legend, Mikey. That was all right. Did you take a moment on the 31st to remember the Battle of Beersheba? I didn't, mate. I didn't. You'll have to be honest, I have no idea what that battle was all about. You say Scientology is crazy is already implied. I must admit, I did get a kick out of watching some of those. I saw some YouTube shorts of people going to the Scientology building in LA, and like they instantly like close the doors and all this crazy stuff. They're just this is a very strange goings on there. It made for some quite amusing watching, that's for sure. 40,000 horsemen. Oh, oh, in World War One, if that's right. I was thinking of. I think something happened in the Israeli. I thought something happened in Israel with there. Anyway, I can't remember. So, in World War One. Yeah, I don't really know too much about Australian history, which is terrible considering I live here. I don't. I must admit. Uh, I know that there were crazy buggers, but I don't really know too much about specific battles and stuff. Uh, but yeah, I should really do it. I do have a book on Gallipoli, a sniper in, is it called Sniper in Gallipoli or something like that? It's about an Aussie sniper in Gallipoli, obviously, as the title would suggest. Um, so yeah, perhaps I should get on to reading that. But I'm currently doing an Audible because I don't have time to read. I'm doing Audible of Lord of the Rings, and it's 17 hours, I think, the first one. So it might be a while before I get on to the next one. You lost a war against birds. That was all you need. Yeah, okay, that doesn't really sound too appealing. Billy Singh. Ah, okay, so you know who I'm talking about then. My uncle got it. It might be in my bookcase back there. I just never got around to reading it. I think it was a Christmas present many, many years ago. But I've got tons of books I've never got around to reading. I probably won't ever get around to reading my own ebook. Um, Audible is great. It's the only reason I consider myself even slightly well read. Yeah, this is all right. I feel like I started reading Lord of the Rings a while ago, and I don't remember there being so much bloody singing in it. It's all right. It gets a bit. I have to skip on the singing sometimes. It gets a bit too much. But I know some people love it according to Reddit. I just want to get to the battles and stuff. Um, I'm just one of those guys. But yeah, Audible hasn't worked on me. I'm not. I wouldn't consider myself well read as you'd uh, as if you had watched 10 minutes ago, as that would have shown. So we will look at the ebook. I'm going to show you some progress that's been made to give you a little look from this perspective, so you can't see it in full crisp resolution. Um, that way, not giving away anything too much to those that aren't paid members. Um, but I think it's worth keeping you guys in the loop with what's going on. I will send this out to my Panzer races and tier ones. Is it tier ones? Or is it tier three? Whatever the $5 tier is. Um, as an email PDF as well, so you can download it. Let me just make sure. See, I don't even know my own tiers. This is terrible. Oh, It's saying I've lost a member too. Tier 1. Yes, tier 1. That's it. Let's see what's going on here. No. So let's go back to the chat. Oh yeah, the ebook. Bye. Enough laying on the couch. Time to change into horror and get started on the Highlanders. Yes, we want to see those Highlanders in their kilts. For the last 10 years, I've worked mostly 10-hour days. Audiobooks and part of the only thing keeps me from falling completely into insanity. Yeah, I can get that. Yes, get the plate out. Take pics, Oscar. Yes, definitely take some pics. We want to see some of those pics. We'll call it. Give people 5 more minutes to join. We've been a bit. It's been a bit of a slow stream in terms of numbers. I think we've only peaked at like 15 viewers. We normally get in around the 20 mark. So I'll give people a few more minutes to jump in, and then we'll look at the ebook. Because there's been some progress on the ebook. We've got a company on that's going to provide or allow me to use photos of real uniforms and such, which is going to make for some interesting viewing. There's some beautiful photos on this website, so I can't wait to use them. And yeah, potentially got a illustrator on board, but we'll see. Oh, thank you so much, Rob. That's really not needed, mate, but thank you. I really appreciate it. What an absolute legend. Oh, I love that. I think that's the second one I've received of those. It's embarrassing. I go all red because I do not expect it, but I really do appreciate it, mate. Thank you. You are an absolute champion. But yeah, really not needed, but I really appreciate it, though. Thank you. Once I get my Kiwi Shermans for Italy, I'll have to show you. Yeah, definitely show us. Thank you. We'll do changing from the TV to the iPad. Ah, that's it. Yeah, what a ledge for what a legend Rob is. What a champ. I think for that we just need to start looking at the PDF now, don't we? All right, let me see if I can show. This is going to be difficult to show because I'm not going to be. I'm going to have to lift up my laptop. So, hang on. Let me just see. Yes, okay. So I can do it. Oh no, let me zoom out a bit. So we go like that. All right, here we go. So let's have a look at the progress on the ebook thus far, and let me guys know in the comments section. I will flip the laptop around in a moment. Whoa. Okay, so here we go. Whoa. So hopefully you guys can see that all right. Whoa. So some of this will look familiar. Let me make sure I've got my big nose over the top. I'll go like that. Some of this will look familiar. So we've got just the general. Hang on, let me move my microphone in case you can't hear me. Oh, and we've lost the phone. This is going to make for some fantastic footage. Here we go. Oh, I really need to organize streams a bit better, don't I? Here we go. Right, let's get this looking good. I've probably damaged my laptop in the process, but that's okay. Right, here we go. I've got a load of paint in the way. That's probably half the problem. Let's move these out of the way. You can tell this isn't my full-time job. Let's put it that way. All right. Technical difficulties. Yes, amateur hour. All right, lads and girls. Let's calm it down a little bit. All right. Let's just pretend that I'm not an absolute noob at everything I do. Okay, so we've got. Is this a terrible angle? Here we go. So we've got the normal German uniform. So I'm only painting in 20 mil. We've got the AB figures here. And then, hang on. Technical difficulties number 2. Let's see if that works. There we go. So then we go on to the field grey. And then I've got the winter uniform. So just like a white winter smock. So what will happen is you'll get a brief of what I'm doing with the paint and their paint number. It's only going to be Vallejo, I think, at this stage. So they're going to be Vallejo, but they're going to have links to it's going to have links to the numbers and the names, obviously, and then it will go into this page so you can print it out. If there's a specific uniform that you want, you can print it out. Then we're moving on to oak leaf, but the autumn pattern, and oak leaf with the spring pattern. And we'll cover that again with these two variants here. Then we've got P dot. So as you can see, I'm only painting the P dot areas. I'm not painting equipment. I'm not painting rifles. I want it to be purely focused on the area that I'm painting. So then we move down to the final product. The empty space is going to be filled with photos of the actual models, no doubt, and stuff like that, or perhaps more from that guy's website. Obviously, I'm going to create a credit page to him and an index and whatever, contents page and such. Then we go into the P dot pattern, and then we've got an absolute list here. This will be obviously amended as I go. I'm probably going to keep it as just a German book for now, but we'll see. I'll definitely do more as I go. I just want to see how well the German book is received. But yeah, this is just a little idea of what we're doing at the moment. So I've got all of these painted. I'm going to move on to Luftwaffe field uniform this week, as well as the splinter pattern potentially this week. And then I'll probably start focusing on areas of equipment, insignia, and some more. So I might do swamp patterns, an early war German, so like the different grays and stuff that you can potentially use. But yeah, this is where it will be. In terms of branching out to another era, Oscar, probably not at this stage, only because I wouldn't know what to do. But yeah, it's definitely an option. It just depends how well it's received, obviously. But yeah, this is where we're at. So hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully it's not a big fail. Put it this way, regardless of what happens, if I don't release it as a book because I just get fed up with it, or only you guys in the stream like it, thank you for that, Ian. I appreciate the support. You bastard. I will release it to you guys regardless. You'll get it every month. Whatever I've done, you're going to get it every month or whatever. If you're a Panzer Ace or a tier 1, Rob, obviously, for your lovely payment there. If I feel like you already are, but if you're not, I'll definitely just reach out to me by private email and I'll send it your way as well. Just reach out to me. It's painting.panzers1@gmail.com, and I'll send it to you, mate. So don't stress if you're not. But I think you are. I feel like I remember you joining, but I can't be sure. Yeah, so that's where we're up to so far. In terms of German uniforms, please do let me know, guys, what you want to see. Obviously, the common ones are going to be in there. We've already covered Oak Leaf and P dot. I'm going to put Splinter in there. I was thinking Liebermuster, or whatever the hell it's called. They're really funky really late war pattern. I might put that one in the book as well. But yeah, if there's any particular pattern that you think needs to be in there, the Italian pattern will be in there. What else? We're going to do the early war uniform and maybe DAK and yeah, stuff like that. Palm tree, yeah, I'll probably put that in there. I don't know how many uniforms I'm actually going to go into. I might not actually paint palm tree, for example, but I might just say these are the paints I would use. I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm not sure yet. Because obviously I want to paint each individual bits of equipment. So all of the black leather equipment, all of the khaki equipment, all of the green equipment, the boots, they're just black anyway. and then move into skin tone, and I'll finish it off with how I base. So there'll be a basing thing in there. Um, so it will be a complete book, how I paint my German figures and how I base them. So it should be interesting. All using Vallejo stuff, just because Vallejo is the most common paint I find from most people. I know people who use AK and Army Painter and whatever else, but I think general practice is Vallejo is easy to find and easy enough to get an equivalent paint from another company. Um, so yeah, that's where my thinking is. All subject to change because I've got some unpainted British Airborne that I'm like, maybe I should just throw them in the book. I might throw them in at the end as a little tease to be like, this is what the Allied book's going to look like, but who knows? Who knows? Uh, yeah. Better ones where you can see the uniform better. And I'll check if I can get some more pics of my granddad if you need them. Better ones where I can see the uniform better. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be absolutely great. Always open to use actual authentic photos in the book as well. That'd look really cool. There's a few little additional, even like space fillers, just to add something really cool in there on that specific subject. So if I'm not mistaken, your granddad was in the Luftwaffe. So yeah, I'd definitely put him in with like the Luftwaffe field blue uniform. Yes, but that's it. Um, I think Vallejo is a good one to use for the easily gotten hold of aspect. And that's the plan. It's trying to be a very quick. I'm not going to be selling it as like here is an expert's guide to how to paint wargaming World War II figures because one, I don't consider myself an expert, and two, I want it to be something that's really easy to follow. So there's not too many steps in there. It's a base coat, it's a wash, and then it's a layer, and that's all I'm doing, keeping it really, really basic. Um, and making it easy to follow along with, but then having the paints. I think most people can paint, right? They know the techniques that are required. They just struggle with the paints to use. And that's what I really find is one of the hardest things to do. So just finding the right paint to use. I think this is what this book is going to be handy for, hopefully. Kriegsmarine is a good one. If you can link me to 20 mil Kriegsmarine. Oh, no. Actually, I don't want to go down this path. I'm only going to be using AB figures because I need to get people's permission and stuff. I'm only going to be doing AB figures, actually, and they don't do Kriegsmarine. But they do a Panzer crew dismounted. So the uniform is pretty much exactly the same, right? So I might just throw that in a Panzer crew uniform and then just throw in what I'd use if I was painting Kriegsmarine stuff. I can't do anything without instructions. Well, you sound the same as me, but I always give it a go without instructions until it all shits itself. I think after it's done, if you were to sell it, a lot of people getting Zalwe would find it gratefully useful. Thanks, Ace. I really appreciate that. I'm hoping so. That's the plan. That's the plan. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know how big I want to make the book. Um, you know, we'll see. My wife said the background's not a good idea. It's too dramatic and doesn't blend in. So I need to rethink the background, perhaps. I quite like the background myself, but she's always right. So I don't want to. I tend to find myself always having to correct my decisions because I tend to side with her eventually. I'm just saying that because she's probably hidden in the chat somewhere. I'm the same for painting late war British ammo crate. Still can't work out a highlight color for the brown. Just throw in some beige. You'll get that. There are not enough books to help with uniforms out there. Yeah, I agree with that. At least there's a lot of choice with AB. Yeah, AB German range specifically is really good, and their West and their allies, not German allies, the allies stuff is really, really good. So I think if I keep it with just AB, they look really nice. 20 mil is easily converted to 15 or 28 mil. So yeah, I think that's where I'm going to go with that. I'm on her payroll, what, just to wind me up constantly. Yeah, the wife is always right. Although you've put usually, yeah, that is true. Every now and then they could be wrong. What beige? I prefer to use German camo beige World War II. That's my go-to beige. But I pretty much use that for most of what I'm doing. Oh, talking about um, Luftwaffe blue, I decided I'm using this guy's, I think, three-quarter. Oh, that's going to be terrible lining, isn't it? This is a toy soldier, obviously, from Italieri, I think. Oh, it's terrible lighting, isn't it? Oh dear. Um, but I'm painting him up in a Luftwaffe field blue uniform. It's really hard to see, sorry. But he'll be coming out in the tutorial, and it's actually come out really nicely. I used to add white to the Luftwaffe field blue for the layer or the highlight, but I added beige to it, and it makes it look so much nicer. I'm really happy with this blue. I think it's the perfect blue for this. And I did it this way so I could test out my scheme for the book. So that's it. Good day, Jamie. Thanks for joining, mate. Great, I can finally finish my British buffers, lol. Oh god, if that's all you're waiting for, sorry if I was a bit late. No arguments there, Jane. Yeah. Of course, we're always right. Oh, so Jane, my wife hasn't commented, so either she's going to tell me when I go to bed, or she's not paying attention. In which case, they're not always right. Um, Hey Jamie, Aislinn, the same here. My wife is always right when it comes to my hobby. She tells me what to buy and paint, and she mostly knows when to pump the brake and track me back. I think Oscar, it's time we we show everyone again the amazing haul you got, and I believe it's what your wife bought you because if I'm not mistaken, the amount of boxes she bought you were actually taller than you were, or maybe you bought it with her permission. I'm not sure. Uh, Yes, I agree with what she said. So, right, Mike, we'll talk privately offline. We can bash them when we're offline. When I want to go all in on a new project, paying $1,000 on new stuff, yeah, have to reel myself in. Doesn't always work. Yeah, we all get carried away, right? I know the Arnhem Heroes Kickstarter was probably the last one I went balls to the wall with in terms of like paying for lots of stuff that I didn't need, and I haven't painted anything. Um, So, yeah, hopefully, again, my wife isn't listening to this because she will not be happy with that. It was quite an investment. I'm waiting for the district, although hopefully, Mike, I haven't given the game away to Jane to tell her all about what you and Mikey have been up to. Waiting for my district minis to finish off the British decor. He honored my request for 22nd Armored Brigade, 7th Armored. Yeah, he's awesome. District managers, the lad at district manager, can't remember his name now, but he's an absolute champion. He's making some fantastic decors. Um, so yeah, Off-White, I agree with you, Rob. Off-White is really good. Um, is a really good option. Oh, I've said too much, Jane. Sorry, I think I'm gonna get a bollocking from Mike. I've given the game away. All I can say is you're probably owed a good spendage as well. Go and start dropping some cash on something you want. I've got to shut up. Sorry, I'm sorry. Um, I'm just trying to take the heat off myself here. The stacked boxes were taller than her. 156 cent. I put them up on the Discord again. Yeah, I love that photo, dude. That was so good. Um, and that's how it all started. That's how mine and Oscar's friendship all started as well. I love that photo. I thought it was so good. Um, oh, there's a domestic brewing in the comments section. I need to I need to change the subject here. Oh, she watches YouTube. She just doesn't watch it too eagle-eyed. She used to be my number one fan, watching my videos, forming, liking comment every now and then. Now she says I've got too big and I don't need her. But she was my first subscriber, so that will cherish. But she still hasn't signed up to my Patreon, which I'm disappointed about. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. Get her in as a Panzer Ace. Join the live stream. Maybe we should do a cameo. Daniel isn't an ace. Well, I suppose she gets the top tier being your wife, but she's not paying for that privilege, which is frustrating. I'm gonna have to rethink that. Ah, you're a legend, Oscar. I appreciate that, mate. I've just disappointed you because I've not really gone back to the epic Caesar stuff. Uh-oh. She is in the channel, everyone. She's keeping a close eye on what's going on. Can we give her an honorary title? Yeah, she can be the Führer. I think that's a nice title. Um, no, I don't mean that really. Can we give her? Oh no, she's paying just not monetarily. Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing for her either. I don't know if she gets as good out of this as I do. We started off in Greece. We both have a great sense of humour. I assume so. Being English, most English people do have a good sense of humour. So I wasn't. I knew you guys weren't going to be arguing. Um, yeah. Came for the epic, stay for the chats. You're a legend, mate. Well, when they start doing more epic stuff, I'll get on it. I just feel the epic stuff is not been as popular since the initial release. When it first came out. Um, so you've got to jump on those bandwagons when they come out and everyone's all for it. Then is when you do it. And now it's all a bit crazy. Um, yeah, she knows what I spend. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. I'm only joking. You gotta be. You gotta. It's obvious, isn't it? When you're getting massive packages rocking up at your front door, it's a bit hard to be like, "Oh, that was only £5." And you're pulling out all these boxes. You have to be honest. Uh, yeah, that's why I started a YouTube channel. I can justify all the stuff I bought through YouTube paying for it. How's Rorke's Drift? It's slowly. It's not doing too well, to be honest. Um, Now I'm all about the book. See, this is what happens. I chop and change so much, but this is how I stop myself getting bored of a certain project. I will go back to the Rorke's Drift because I really want to paint Zulus. The urge to paint the Zulus is sort of gone for the moment, though. But over the Christmas break, maybe if newborn isn't he is sleeping a lot and my other boy is not wanting to play, then maybe I'll get a bit of time. We'll see. I think most people get scared of the small scale. Yeah, and I think you're right. I absolutely think you're right. But I love the small scale. I love the epicness of it. I love the epic stuff. But he doesn't know what I spend. Oh no, you're not meant to say it. Give the game away, Jane. Although it could be true with my wife too. I don't actually know what she spends. I'm going to have to start having an inventory here. Let's do a stock take. What has been bought recently? The epic stuff, I think, is mostly for us niche people. Stuff you usually do gets more attention. No worries from me. I took your advice and tweeted to my liking. You tweaked it and you aced it, as your title would suggest as well. But no, your stuff is much better than mine, and I appreciate you saying that. I haven't found a woman fool enough to saddle up with me, lot. Oh, there'll be one. Trust me. There's always one. There's a partner out there for everyone. Me and the missus usually goes every other time with Big Spender. I get some stuff this month. She gets stuff the next month. I like that. That's a good idea. Um, you both get what you want. Yeah, that's a good idea. No, you got to just everyone needs to start a YouTube channel and spam the Facebook pages with your nonsense, your rubbish videos, and then get a little following, and you can pay for it yourself, or get the companies to send it for you. But I'm just fortunate enough that the channel's grown just enough that I've got some amazing followers like you guys, always here every weekend, which is amazing. Absolutely appreciate it. And the partners as well. That's what I love to see. Um, you guys are absolute ride or dies. I love having you all here, and I just cannot believe like I'm chatting with all of you people all around the world, and we're having these silly conversations and such. Yeah, I'm very, very blessed, and I am very grateful. I don't even know where that's come from, but yeah, just thought I'd make it known that you guys are all awesome, and I really appreciate every one of you. Even Ian with his nonsense. What is it? Oh, this isn't nonsense this time. He's saying he has one and he has no videos though. Well, you need to put a video on there and I can spam it. I always try and give people some love when they're starting out. I think Recruit Painting was the last one. And he's got some Good videos, although he's slowed down. I haven't seen anything from his channel for a month now, so we need to get that back on. Does Miss Panzers make or paint any of your models? No, she is not for the hobby. She's not for many of my hobbies, funnily enough. She didn't like it when she wasn't a big fan of cricket. I think she went and watched one of my cricket games for probably less than 2 minutes. And then the painting, she's not for, but she supports. So that's good. She's always trying to give me time to get stuff done, which is all I need. Um, but no, I'm not fortunate enough to have a wife that's willing to paint my terrain for me and put curtains in it and stuff. So Mike's lucky to have you. But she's got plenty of other hobbies. She's into a confectionery um, antique, so Cadbury signs and stuff like that. She loves all of that good stuff, and I must admit, I quite like it too. Although hopefully she's not watching this because it'll probably encourage her to buy more Cadbury signs and stuff. Honestly, it would give Willy Wonka a run for his money if he stepped out this door here. There's an M&M statue. There's a bloody Cadbury stand in our theatre room. There's all sorts of stuff. So we've got that, and then we've got the history room, which is this room. She says it smells like a museum, so um, probably does, to be fair. Then we sit down in our hobby room. Half of it is my stuff, half her stuff, listening to your vids or podcasts or paying my stuff, and she knits and croquet. I'm not sure. Croquets. I think it's maybe that's what you mean. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's awesome. Crazy that you're listening to my videos. Um, yeah, really, really good crochet. Okay, there you go. And he's off again. It's like knitting. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I had no idea. I was half expecting my wife to come and tell me what the actual word was. Crochet. Crochet. Let's have a look. It's a craft where a hook is used to lift. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I've seen that stuff before. That's another art in itself, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, I couldn't do any of that. I'm terrible with any of that sort of stuff, loops and that. Thanks, Ian. Yeah, sorry, Oscar. There you go. She's using a cricket machine. Yes, she does do a very good job on the cricket machine. All of the Panzer Aces shirts have been produced by my wife as well. So if you've got any problems, I'll give you her email and she'll happily sort them out. It's not coming out of my payback. But no, she uses that to some really, really good effect. I thought you were meaning the cricket machine. That's what my wife has just said. So that's what I thought you were trying to say. But yeah, there we go. She does dinosaurs and stuffed animals mostly. She sells herself short, but I think she's amazing in that. Well, I think you need to post it, mate. Give us some photos. I'm sure it is. Um, yeah. It's always, yeah, all these different little hobbies and stuff and niches. I really love to see there's some really good creative people doing different stuff on different sort of tools and whatnot. Um, and you can get really embedded in it. I mean, I've got an entire room dedicated to all my stuff. My wife's got a dedicated room with all of her cricket stuff. I mean, it's not as bad as my room with all this stuff, but yeah, you can really get stuck into it. She does some amazing stuff for our baby with the onesies and whatnot. Yeah, really good. Yeah, some love from Mikey to Danielle for the shirts. Danielle's, yeah, yeah. Thanks for supporting Chris. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Mikey. You lads are great. Mike has his taking over the kitchen table, so he sits one side painting his soldiers' tanks. I sit on the opposite side making them buildings and gunners. Great working as a team. Yeah, we don't have that luxury at the minute with the kids running around, or kid and soon to be kids, although one won't be running and be crying. Um, but maybe one day I'll convince her to get stuck in with me. She'll do a better job. I know she will. She's a perfectionist at everything she does. So whereas I'm very much a let's get it done and move on to the next thing. She's an absolute perfectionist. So she'll absolutely ace whatever she does. I know that. Ian's saying that his sounds like your wife Oscar's got some work. And if I remember correctly, is your wife's name Carolyn? I think that's how you pronounced it, right? Because I think you said it was very close to my mother-in-law's name. Mike does the same. Yeah, get it done. Let's move on to the next thing. Yeah, absolutely. Um, crochet is a hard one to pronounce, says Aislinn. Yeah, absolutely. You guys are really testing me today. I swear I'm gonna just need, I don't know, maybe I was gonna say addiction, but that's not gonna be no help, is it? I need something. I'm just gonna need my wife to stand on the other side of the wall and just, or maybe a two-way radio might be a good one. She'll be able to tell me where I'm getting it all wrong. Uh, it's terribly embarrassing. Oh, a perfectionist. Oh, well, that does show because his work is brilliant. He credits me for helping, but it's all him. His posts get way more likes on other Facebook pages than mine. It's bloody brilliant work. Really love seeing it. That's some of the stuff he's posted out recently is absolutely amazing. Without that, okay, just Carolyn. Right, okay, cool. I thought there was a little oof to it, but yeah, okay. I remember you telling me though, so yeah, yeah, it is fantastic. That look, he's bailing already. No, that's all right, mate. Well, as long as you take a photo of the lunch, I'm sure it's going to be something extravagant. You need to join your Facebook page. Absolutely, jump on into the supporters page. I don't really do it much. Um, PJ, Panzer Jim, sorry, Mikey and Mike. And there's a few others on there, but I think the three that I just mentioned there are most active. Pretty much run it for me at this stage. So thank you so much, lads. I really need to thank you somehow for that as well. But yeah, definitely join. There's some good stuff on there. But the Discord's where it's at. At least there's a lot more on there. I've put in some pics in the random rants on Discord if you want to show the chat. I don't think I can I show. No, I can't show pictures on him. Oh, I see. Actually, I can. All right, let's have a look. Random rants. Here we go. So this is Oscar's wife, Carolyn's painting. Okay, this could be embarrassing. Not your wife's work, me probably breaking something in the process, but let's see if I can turn this one around. And hopefully we can see. Whoa. I can't see my mouse. I'm having to use the screen here. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Oh, that's a cool dinosaur, by the way. It's hard to see those ones. My mic's in the way. Some really good stuff there. The platypus is awesome. Very Australian too. There's a dinosaur. Ah, what have I done? Hang on. I'm having to use, it's the reverse of what I'm doing. This way. There we go. Perry the platypus. Very good. That is really nice work, that. I'm sure your kids would have loved them growing up. She should start an Etsy page and sell them because she'll make a good fortune there, especially if she does it just as a, an additional hobby just on the side. Oh yeah, look even better when I'm looking at them close on here. Really nice. The dinosaur's awesome. It's my favorite one. Yeah, very good. Very, very good. Yeah, another vote for the dinosaur as well. Yeah, really well done. Oh God, my God, is that the time already? We just clocks 90. Oh, 9,850. Oh, nice. We're getting there. We're almost at 10K. Can we do it by the end of November? Um, Hopefully. Let's have a look. Channel, let's have a look. Can tell you exactly what the numbers are. 9853. So we're almost there. We've got another 147 to go, and we'll be there. Um, Sweatshirts are coming, mate. You have to speak to Danielle. No, no. Actually, this is going to go out to a company. No more work for Danielle. Um, we've got two more Panzer Aces shirts that she's all but done, and then we've got might do a couple more. So I might do Aces, Acelands, and Ian's from here, and then all the ones going forward will be done through a company. Um, But yeah, maybe the tier might change because I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It's going to be too many Panzer races at this point. So I might have to keep the tier as is, this normal tier, but maybe you'll lose a couple of perks like the live stream and the free shirt. I'm not sure because I don't know what you're going to get in return. Maybe the shirt, maybe not the live stream. I have to look into it, guys, because I can't have I just don't have enough room to have like 10 Panzer races join, but that's for the future. For now, everything's staying as is. I don't want to think about charging people more money. I already feel like I'm charging off, so we'll leave it as is for now. But if we start having arguments over who's coming on, which we never do, but if we ever did struggle, then we might have to look at changing things up. I'm on her about starting Etsy, but she thinks with her ADHD and autism that pressure will be too much. Yeah, that would be hard, mate. But my argument to that would be just you can always say no to orders, can't you? I'm sure on Etsy you could just cancel an order or just put yourself away. Um I know people that have had Etsy before and you can put yourself on like holiday so nobody can place an order or like temporarily close your Etsy off. So that might be an option. Or if you just enjoys doing it, just do them and then put them on eBay. Don't need to do an Etsy. Just have an eBay shop and just sell them as you go. Whatever you want to sell, you sell. Whatever you want to keep, you keep. Um, or just put them on our Discord, mate. I'm sure there'll be people buying them as well. There's always grandkids and kids that could do with a lovely teddy like that, or adults, or adults. 3 weeks to warfare. Um, you have to tell us how it goes. You can add tiers. I'd pay what you want to have the community as is. You are an absolute legend, Oscar. No, I wouldn't ask any more of you guys, that's for sure. I already feel bad enough charging what I do. I just truly appreciate it. Um, I can't emphasize that enough. I genuinely feel guilty a lot of the time taking money off some of you guys because you guys are just consider you like international friends, like in some cases really good friends. So it feels cheeky, but I suppose it's part of being a YouTuber. Um, I do appreciate it, but it's easy to say when you're getting paid, isn't it? But it's not bullshit, I swear. I would love a pan or a shirt. I'm headed to Falling, which is a historical war game convention in Lancaster, Pennsylvania on Friday. Well, enjoyed the event. Um, what tier are you, Rob? Let's see. It's terrible if you're a Panzer race. Okay, you're tier one. That's okay. Tier ones will get access to shirts eventually when I hit 10K. The store will be open for people to buy shirts. So you'll be able to get one then. I have no idea the cost of them because it's all going to go through this company. I think they charge like $20 or whatever, $25, whatever it is, and they make like $23 and I'll make like $1 or something. But it's just easier that way with cost of postage and stuff like that. So um, you'll be able to get your shirt then. We're going to look at sweatshirts. I think Mikey's requested budgie smugglers, if for those that know that you know. Um, that's probably not going to happen, Mikey. I'm really sorry. You're not going to get your budgie smugglers, but maybe a sweatshirt. Uh, no, in all seriousness, I think Mikey and me are going to have to tee up a conversation because he's got some really good ideas for designs. So maybe I'll have to get some inspiration from you, Mikey, and take all the credit. Sorry, mate. Aislinn, you're going to get a shirt. Don't worry. Oh, unless you're talking about other stuff, you're going to get a shirt. Your shirt will be coming. That's for sure. You're a Panzer Ace, so you'll get one. As long as you're with as a Panzer Ace for 3 months, that's the prerequisite. Um, yes, that's the prerequisite. Oh, you would pay too, Mikey. You're an absolute legend, mate. You all are. You're all legends. Ryan, yes, I'm ending it now, mate. I'm already 5 minutes over, but the conversation's been too good. I can't just end it, and I'm not on earlies tomorrow, so maybe a couple more minutes won't hurt. Oh, if the monthly price went up, you'd pay willingly. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you so much. You guys are so nice. Thank you. I genuinely go red when you guys are talking about money. I really feel horrible talking about it. That's why I try to keep them as low priced as I can. I know some YouTubers and that will have quite a high tiers. I try and keep it as low as I can do, but the demand's there. I suppose when it gets to the point where I can't have all of the Panzer races on the live stream, which has already happened, but fortunately for us, we have some that don't want to be part of the live stream, which is absolutely understandable. Um, I'm going to have to come up with something else. It took me 3 years to work out what to do with these perks. So maybe in another 3 years' time, I'll work out how to make it better. But no, you guys, all the money in that, it really does go a long way. I mean, it helps keep the channel going, buy stuff that I wouldn't ordinarily buy to paint and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I wish I could just do better giveaways. I just do gift cards at the minute because the cost of postage just is insane. I used to send free samples of stuff, like free models that I'd painted to people, but that was just costing me way too much money. Um, but yeah, maybe I'll try and do something for my Panzer Aces over Christmas. One Christmas one year, maybe send one of them something. I did this big giveaway. I think when I reached 1,000 subbies, was it 2,000? I think it was 1,000. I gave away. Was it 2,000? Was it five? No, it wasn't five. It was 2,000. I gave away 10 AB figure winter SS that I painted up, um, which I kind of regret now. I wish I'd kept them and then gave them to people that paid because I think at that stage no one was paying. It was like just free, and I was just doing like, oh, I'm going to celebrate reaching 1,000. Um, So yeah, if I had my time again, I'll probably do that differently. But yeah, maybe I'll try and do something as a thank you to the Panzer races. We'll see. I don't know. It's hard to come up with a good idea. Think about it. It's worth every penny in some, mate. Agreed, Mikey, for sure, says Mike. You guys are too nice. Honestly, you're trying to make me blush, I know. Um, yeah, really, really nice. Thank you guys very much. And Rob, thank you so much for the $30. Australian it was. I think it was 20 US. It's 30 Australian. It's really, really nice. If you're in the channel still, I really, really appreciate it, mate. Um, but yeah, if there's anything I can do, Rob, in return, if there's something that you want or need, please reach out to me and I'll try and help you as best I can. I truly, truly appreciate it um, for that additional bit of support you sent through. It's in the car park. Got a load of clothes getting washed in laundrette. Legend listening to the stream. I'm gonna have to end it in a minute, but yeah, glad to have you in, mate. It's good to see. I was a bit worried where you were for a second there. You're normally on it. That's good, John. Good for you to join. Don't need a thanks, mate. You're a legend. Cheers, Mikey. You are one too, mate. There's a lot of bromance and love going on here. Um, yeah, really love it. No more blushing. I can't blush anymore. Um, you're embarrassing me too much. I've gone red from not being able to pronounce stuff properly, and got red from talking about money, and red from dropping everything. I think every time I've tried to show you something, there's been a bit of a calamity. So I think I dropped my phone last time we were going to show you the cabinet. So perhaps for the fourth time now, we might get lucky and I won't drop something, but we will see. Always dropping something. All right, so there's 20 people in the channel now. Do I just quickly show I'll show the book once more. So for those that have seen it, feel free to go now because I'm probably going to just bore you to tears. But I'll give the people that have joined late one last chance to see the update on the book if they're interested. And then I'm probably going to drop something. So let's try this once more. So let's go like this. So for those that are late to the stream, I'll just show it off very quickly. I'm not going to go through it like we did before. If you want to see all of that, you're going to have to go back through. But we can see here that the book is progressing nicely. We've got authentic uniforms that are in here. I've got permission from the company to use these. And it's going to talk about uniforms as well as equipment, rifles, weapons and stuff. Not so much the weapons, because they're pretty much similar all across in terms of painting, but this is what you can expect within the book. So you can see here we got each individual uniform is broken down into each section. So the base color, what I do, then the wash, and then how I finish it. The wash isn't covered in all of them, by the way. I just skip that on because it's just unnecessary. I don't want to see a wash every time I do that. But yeah, this is how the book is shaping up. So it's coming along together pretty nicely. I think there's 10 to 15 pages in there that are ready to go. Obviously, you need my wife to proofread them for me. But yeah, coming along nicely. But any suggestions for inside the book, please let me know, especially those that are on Discord. I'd really appreciate any additional help. But yeah, I'm going to wrap the stream up, guys. Oh, Seti, thanks for joining, mate. You're late to the stream. Sorry, I'm leaving now. But yeah, thank you for joining. You can watch this on catch up. It's probably worth a watch because it was a bit of a laugh and there's lots of mistakes on my end, mainly. Perhaps I'll try and find a thumbnail of me being super red, but we'll see. Did the clocks alter in Australia? All our clocks went back last week. That's how I'm late. No, our clock in Western Australia didn't. In the East Coast, they did. We don't have daylight savings here, so ours just stay the same. But yes, bye everyone. Thank you so much. Again, thank you all of you. I can't say it enough. I really, really appreciate it. We're almost at the 10K mark. When I hit 10K, we'll have a video. I don't know if I'm going to do anything. I might, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I think we're just going to do a video on the 10K. Hopefully that we'll hit 10K before Bub's here, because once Bub's here, it's going to be very quiet on the front. I'll probably won't be posting too much, but we'll see. Maybe not. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate you all coming, chatting, sticking with me. And yeah, I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.